Welcome everyone to the WingCast, where we specialize in terrible gold. Here with us today in the Watchtower is the one and only Twiggets,
Hey.
and as well as the legend and hero himself who has saved us from a fate far worse than death, McBeardy.
We're no longer heading to Jupiter.
I thought we were heading to Venus for a second. Jupiter sounds far more better though.
No, that's why it took me so long. I've actually got us in orbit around Earth now.
About time.
Scientifically proven.
There you go. You heard it there, folks.
Yep.
You know, I really have to blame our butler, Rasputin Rothschild, on this one.
I hate that guy.
Well, I mean,
It's not that bad. Don't
Oh, shut up.
don't hate.
All right, I don't like him.
There we go.
He doesn't like me, though.
That's because you don't like him. He's
Eh,
a very
prob-
sensitive man.
yeah, well, whatever.
Okay.
I'm just saying. He didn't like me first.
You're the one with urine in the coffee. Alright.
I don't drink coffee.
Well, that's good. We'll just throw that out there. Don't start.
I'm not.
Alright, guys, today's topic, since it's getting close towards that chillier time of year.
Christmas.
No, not Christmas.
Not Christmas.
Chilly in a different, scary, sort of spooky fashion.
He's
New
talking
Year.
about... No, fall, dummy.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
Thanksgiving.
before Thanksgiving.
Labor Day.
Monster movies.
After
Oh.
Labor Day. Oh.
4th
Yeah.
of July.
After Labor Day, you retard.
I don't know dates very well.
That's
Time
true.
has no meaning in space.
Yeah, they can't hear you scream.
Yeah, they can't hear you scream.
What the world was that?
That was a... Don't worry. Alright, anyway.
So,
So we were
what,
alluding to Halloween. What are we doing?
this Halloween, of course. So what are we talking about there, Felipe?
Oh, just Halloween and monster movies in general.
Monster movies.
Monster movies.
Monster. Ah.
What's your all's favorite monster?
Ooh,
Go
a
ahead
good
and go.
question. It's a very, very good question.
You had an answer already.
No, I just wanted to comment that it was a good question to ask.
Alright. Favorite monster, huh?
Yep.
In terms of like appearance or scare factor?
Whatever you want.
It's your favorite movie. Nut.
Like a specific type of monster or
Just
a breed?
anything.
Any type. Anything under the hood.
Oh no. I always found ghosts to be particularly scary.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or like, I don't know, like the grudge kind, like the ones that will like reach out and like all hateful and stuff.
Oh, okay.
Talking like The Ring.
Yeah, sure, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
vengeful ghosts.
Vengeful ghosts?
Like, how do you run from something incorporeal? You know?
Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters. Yeah, that's
Oh, that's just a fake movie though.
true.
Talk about real live vengeful ghosts here.
Yeah, but that's when you call the Ghostbusters, and they'll
They're
take
not
care of it.
real.
You could just call the Ghostbusters. That's true. They made 2 movies. They were thinking about making a 3rd.
That would have been awesome if they made a 3rd movie.
Yeah, they're thinking about it. They're
One
talking.
of my favorite movies.
One of your favorite, the first
one.
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That was a good movie. Stay
Yep.
Puft Marshmallow Man.
Yep.
So,
McBeardy,
McBeard.
what is your favorite?
I've always been partial to the old vampires.
Really?
Yes, I have. All the way going back to Count Dracula and Bela Lugosi.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I never found vampires scary.
Why not?
Because they just look so human.
Yeah, that's the scary part.
You lost
Like,
me.
what do you like a human who will suck your blood dry? How is that not scary?
I just don't get. I'm not afraid of that.
You're not.
And they do it in your sleep too.
They don't do it in your sleep.
Usually, in all the movies.
Yeah, they usually either hypnotize you or
Yeah. I mean, it's like having a bad disease.
Still, you're getting your blood sucked out of your body.
to me they used to be scary, but now they've been over sexualized. So when I look at a vampire now, I'm like, well, it's either gonna try to suck my blood or try to take me out to dinner, and who doesn't have that already? Oh snap!
Hey, who doesn't like a good dinner? That's all I'm saying.
Oh, I like really mediocre dinners.
Nobody asked you.
I thought it was a general question. Alright.
Oh, it probably was, but nobody
Yeah.
asked you anyway.
Oh. Still never met this nobody. Heard a lot about him.
I'll get you two in touch one time.
Alright, that's cool.
All right.
Nobody doesn't like being bothered.
But yeah, I just, like I said, I just always like the vampires. I don't know.
Ugh, nobody cares. See what I did there?
Yeah, I saw what you did there. It was stupid.
No, I wasn't. It was ingenious.
How about you, Felipe? What you got?
I think I like the giant monsters. Those are my favorites.
Giant as in?
Godzilla?
No,
Every
like
time.
like actual giant monsters, like Godzilla and stuff like that.
So when I said
No.
Godzilla and you said no,
Yeah, he did say Godzilla.
Oh,
He did.
oh,
He
well,
was doing the Japanese thing.
that's Gogeta. Gogeta is how it's pronounced.
Godzilla.
The way
Yeah,
you made it
whatever.
sound like Gila monster or Gila.
Those are scary too, by the way.
They're pretty cool. I wish I had one.
They're poisonous.
It's not deadly.
It can kill you. Yeah,
I've never
Pretty
heard of anyone dying from that.
I'm pretty sure it happens.
I'm like it's not. They don't even have fangs. Like they have to massage the venom into your body. So like he has to be.
oh, that's the worst.
Well, that's kind of scary, by the way. A massage that you die from.
Yeah.
That's not good.
Let me
Nobody
just
likes that.
rub this death into you.
That's right.
It's like it
Nobody likes
bites.
that.
It's like it bites into you, and it kind of has to chew a little bit to get the venom working in that inside of you.
Well, that's just scary in and of itself. I don't want something chewing on me until I die. That's not good.
That's
That's like a zombie.
Yeah,
That's
that's
zombie
zombie
shit.
land.
That's zombie shit right there.
well, that's like one of the most impersonal ways to kill something. It's like you bite it and you start chewing. It's like, hey, I know you're not gonna die right off the bat, but I can't let go because well, I mean you won't be dead yet, so you'll just have to bear with me here.
By the way, zombies are scary as shit.
No, I don't like.
Yeah, I'm not. Zombies don't really. Like, just get on an
Really?
island somewhere.
Seriously? Like, how are zombies not scary?
Flies.
Flies?
Flies will take care of zombies. Everyone knows this.
No, that's not true.
Why not? They'll eat the decomposing flesh, and then they'll just be bones.
That's a falsehood.
I don't. Not you haven't done anything with zombies like I have.
You haven't done anything with zombies.
Zombie retreat.
Zombie retreat.
Work
What
there.
zombie retreat? You did not work there.
Newly dead. For the
Newly-
newlywed dead.
Newlywed or dead? Make
Both.
up your mind.
It's
Both?
for married zombies. Newlywed
Married
zombies.
All right, you stop talking now.
Never.
Felipe, back to you.
Yes, sir.
What were you? What giant monster is your favorite? Since that's what you're. Is it Godzilla?
Yeah, it's Godzilla. You gotta go with the big green guy. He's one of my favorites.
What was the
I
Hydra?
don't-
the King
I don't-
something.
I don't like him because he's scary. Because none of the giant monster movies from Japan weren't really scary. They were just fun to watch. You have Cloverfield, which was mildly scary-ish.
I don't know about that.
Mm.
It was kind of nauseating with all that camera movement.
Yeah, I'm
but
not a
I mean, the
fan of
actual
scary.
monster itself, I
Shit.
didn't really like too much. I found the monster to be kind of weird.
I mean, I've talked to a lot of people who got kind of sick watching that movie.
Really,
Yeah, with the camera shaking and all the thing. People got nauseated.
it's irritating to say the least. Why?
It
It's
was
a cheap
indeed.
way to film a movie.
That's true. But maybe that's the point.
It was
It's
edgy.
cheap. You're not helping.
I didn't like the movie.
It
Just
was
throw
alright.
that out. Nah,
Anyone see Super 8?
I did.
No, I did not.
That was good because it wasn't really a monster movie. I mean, it was obviously, but like,
Was it Aliens?
was-
is that
yeah,
what it was?
Alien, but
Aliens.
like, it was interesting to see like the monster invasion from the views of like a 6th grader. I don't
Speaking
know.
of
Okay.
speaking of the movie Aliens, that's kind of scary.
Yeah.
I always liked those movies. I
Well, I'm just
wasn't
saying that
afraid of them.
just the aliens themselves are kind of scary.
I really like the creature design of those movies.
Really,
Yeah,
like they spit acid at you
that's so cool.
and then burst out of your stomach. How is that not scary?
Fun fact: Alien vs Predator, awesome game.
It
Well,
is.
the PC one. Alien,
No,
Alien vs Predator 2, back in the
no, that's
90s, not the new release thing.
no,
Yeah.
it's cool.
Loved it. You could be
Never
the
played it.
Predator. It was awesome.
I'm just saying the aliens were a little scary when they first came out. I thought,
You know what was really weird about the aliens?
what's that?
They didn't really eat anything.
That's true.
It's like once they burst out of your chest, it's like, okay, well, I'm done, and then they just grow up. Well, I wonder what they were eating the whole time.
Well, maybe that was happened off camera.
Or
They
perhaps
they ate you off camera. They didn't want to show that on TV.
that is true. Well, I mean, they kind of grabbed everyone not to eat, but rather to use to lay eggs in.
Maybe,
Well, that's.
maybe they just reproduce.
I mean, a lot of animals do that. Yes.
Huh.
They don't really eat you. They just use your body for warmth and shit, and then move on.
Wow, it's sort of like being in a real bad relationship. They just use you, and then just they're done.
That's true. Yes.
Yeah. Wow.
Very true.
Interesting
All these,
comparison.
all these,
Very interesting comparison.
yeah, all these,
That is an interesting comparison.
good comparison between that.
What did anybody
Women
credit?
are aliens. That's what I walk
Wow.
away with.
Wow. Please don't say that out loud.
Too late.
We don't have enough of an audience that's segmented from us already. You're gonna
That's
get
all
the
I
rest.
heard Felipe say. That one,
Yeah,
he hates aliens. Two, he hates women. He's a
That's
sexist.
not what he said. That's not what he said at all.
That's what I heard.
Wow. Wow.
What?
I did not say any of that.
It was very subtle. I'll give you that.
It wasn't subtle at all. He didn't even say it. Stop projecting.
Just telling you what I hear.
Stop projecting.
I didn't go to 7 years of college
7 years of college.
in yeah, I'm gonna stop there. I can't think of anything.
For some reason, I think it took you 7 years to get through 7th grade.
Well, yeah, it's lucky that way.
Shut up.
7 years of 7th grade on your 7th attempt.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What about the classics for monster movie wise? What about like Jason Voorhees?
Oh, I don't like that.
He's pretty relentless. I've never seen so many people die from somebody who walked.
That's true.
Yeah, I don't like slasher films as a whole. Just for that.
Really?
Yeah.
Just because they walk?
Well, I mean, it's just the guy. I'm sure he's a guy from hell or whatever the context was, but
Yeah. Don't like
you know,
slasher.
I like a horror movie should be more supernatural, I think.
I don't like Jason, Michael Myers, none of
Yeah.
that. What about Freddy?
Hmm.
That's got a little supernatural to it.
Yeah, it's better. It's on the right track.
On the right track.
Well, Freddy kills you through your dreams, so it actually kind of makes you paranoid to fall asleep, and
That's
that's
true.
where you're at your most comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah,
That is true.
Yeah, there's a good
Yes, that is.
psychological thing going on with it.
Little bit of supernatural with the dream thing.
Actually, Freddy is a giant troll.
A giant troll.
Yeah, like an internet troll. Like he's got that face and everything.
Trolling your dreams, bro.
That's what he does. He gets in your dreams. He makes fun of what you're doing, and then he kills you. Like he's got the last laugh, and then he enjoys every second of it.
Yeah, I can kind of see that. Yeah, why not?
I enjoy the creature from the Black Lagoon. That was pretty fun.
How about the Wolfman?
Wolfman's pretty good.
Anybody scared from the Wolfman?
Never seen either movie. Or
Either,
however many they've made.
There's probably been dozens, man.
Well, I was thinking of the first one and then the latest one. I've never seen either of those or any in between.
Like American Werewolf in Paris.
Yeah. Werewolf
London.
movies aren't very scary though.
Yeah, don't consider the werewolf movie to be that bad. How about Frankenstein? Frankenstein.
See, well, Frankenstein's a little bit more tragic because, for one thing, the way they portrayed him in the movies, the monster really wasn't supposed to be. He really wasn't that scary after a while. You looked at him and it's like, oh well, he's pretty mean. But then you realize, wow, he's not very mean. He's actually pretty nice. And then he's just misguided.
He's like
and
a
then
child.
Yeah, it's like a child.
Yeah, I can see that.
And then like people just start throwing pitchforks at him because he's different. He's a metaphor for judging someone for how they look.
Edward Scissorhands was kind of creepy.
Really?
That was
That
that was a
movie.
little creepy, yeah. With
Yeah.
the whole hands made out of scissors, yeah.
Well, he was actually
Just the
implied
way-
that he wasn't even real. He was like a AI robot.
Yeah.
Strangely enough, fun fact by the way, Edward Scissorhands, worst paper rock scissors player ever.
That's true.
I just want to throw that out there.
But he can detach his hands and put on other ones. So I'm pretty sure he had a rock hand somewhere or a paper hand.
I didn't know he could do that.
Yeah, in the movie it's implied that he can take off his hands.
Oh, I don't remember that. Because I haven't seen that movie in a while. So
He's actually like an old timey mannequin robot.
sure.
Yeah, I remember that part. That was weird.
But he was played by the guy who played in so many other horror movies before him, with Vincent Price.
I thought Johnny Depp was Edward Scissorhands.
No, but Vincent Price played his father in the movie.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I like that. And he had the same little outfit on too. It's
You remember more about that movie than I do.
a master of horror.
Yeah. What other any other scary stuff we can think of? What about the Mummy? Was anybody scared of mummies?
Not really, because
They're so slow.
Yeah.
yeah, they're slower than your average zombie, really.
What about the newer Mummy movies with like Brendan Fraser, where he?
Well, that just looked.
Those are action movies.
Yeah, it wasn't even scary.
I'm just saying, would you be more scared by a mummy like that than the
Oh,
old
I
school?
guess, because he has like all his little mummy magic and whatever.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I know that wasn't a scary movie, but I'm saying that kind of mummy, would that kind of mummy be scary?
That would freak me out, but then I'd realize that he's in a desert and the guy wants to resurrect an empire, but then I'd have to tell the guy, look, hate to break it to you,
Got laws
it's
against
been
that.
like thousands of years since your empire has been gone into dust, and really, what do you have to gain from coming back now? Just kind of shrug my shoulders at him.
Merchandising.
Merchandise.
What?
Mummy T-shirts. Mummy the breakfast cereal. Mummy lunch
Alright, stop.
bins.
Stop stealing Spaceballs.
Never.
Okay, we'll at least do it better.
Okay, I'll try.
Well,
that.
I mean, the thing about the creature from the Black Lagoon is the fact that one of the things that always killed me is how he was always trying to go after the girl. Like, he never tried to kill her, he just tried to grab her and take her off somewhere. And
Marry her. I wanted to marry her.
what was he going to do with him?
Marry her.
Why?
He was
Have
lonely.
have a little Black Lagoon babies.
Yeah, little swamp babies.
That's a bit creepy because he's a fish creature.
Well, it's a creepy movie.
Well, I mean, if you're the only fish creature, you got to intermingle.
Wow.
You gotta reach out.
And
all I'm
touch
saying.
someone.
Wow, that was a little weird.
Well, that's what he does. He just walks on board and is like, hey, I'm going to take you. You're with me now. And,
Mr. Smooth.
Yeah, that's not very smooth.
Oh, it worked.
I'm sure. Anyway.
So, well,
Oh yeah, I mean, what other monsters we got here? We've so far found nothing scary.
well,
I guess horror isn't scary. That's what we've assumed.
That's what I'm saying. We've found nothing scary. A horror movie's not that scary anymore.
Oh, they've been made too cool now. They look too awesome. Like, the
Yeah.
graphics have made them look so neat to look at that they're no longer horrifying, rather they're interesting.
So horror movies suck. That's what we've come to.
Oh, I mean, some of them are generally horrifying. Like something like The Hills Have Eyes. That's somewhat creepy, but
That wasn't scary. That was just disturbing.
So
yeah,
basically-
disturbing is a form of being scared. It creeps.
Yes.
So basically, what you're telling me is we're not gonna have another Exorcist.
Probably not. No.
They got that new movie, The Possession, but that's like the Jewish version of.
Yeah, we're running out of possession things if we're going to Jews now.
I mean, that's what the family in the movie is. They have a Jewish background and they go to a rabbi and stuff to try to perform it, but it's like some sort of demon inside the child and blah blah blah.
Yeah, same old, same old. What about the paranormal activity movies? Anybody find
Not
those
scary.
not scary?
No.
Throwing it out there.
Uh,
I was at the theater. I got drugged to the theater to see that one.
What do you think?
The first one. This was the first one. I didn't care for it personally.
Yeah.
But funny story. Dude in front of me, like 2 rows in front of me.
yeah.
At the last scene of that movie,
Mhm.
when all the crap goes down there. I won't spoil it in case some people out
It's
there
an
haven't
old
seen it.
movie. Go ahead.
I'm just saying. But when all this stuff goes down, that dude jumped out of his seat, screamed like a little girl, and tried to crawl over top of me and somebody's.
That's
What?
Yeah, it happened.
The ending of
He's
that
lost
movie is
his
not
man.
even scary.
Yeah, apparently that part was to him.
Alrighty.
Yeah, and this wasn't like a teenage kid. This was like a grown man.
The creepiest part of that whole movie for me is where she gets dragged by her leg.
Oh yeah, okay.
That was about it for me. I was like, oh, that's pretty creepy.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I mean, I didn't find it creepy. I was just throwing it out there. It was one of the newer horror
Yeah.
movies out, or thrillers, whatever they call them nowadays.
I felt kind of sad when the dog had to die. That really made me mad.
Yeah, I don't know what to say. I'm sorry.
No, I mean like if I was
Isn't
in
that
that.
number 2, the dog?
Was that number 2? I haven't seen the
Because
second.
I don't think there's a dog in the first one.
I haven't seen the second or the third one. Sorry.
That's the second one.
Yeah.
I pretty much stopped after the first one.
Yeah, it's probably a good stopping point.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
So,
But-
anyway.
Like I said, and if we just determined that horror movies aren't horrifying anymore.
Yeah.
Is that what it
They're
is?
just, I guess, psychological nonsense now.
Well,
Not
that's
even psychological. Like if you look at a film like Saw, all that is now like revenge
Ugh.
style movies.
I don't even. Gore and torture fest. I don't even see how people watch it.
Hey, the first Saw wasn't that bad.
Yeah, I've heard stories.
Have you not seen it?
No, I have no interest in watching people be tortured.
The first one really wasn't. You didn't
Needles
really-
and stuff.
That was. I'm talking about the first one where they were just locked in a room and it was more like psychological.
Oh, I thought like that was where the dude pushes her in an elevator shaft full of needles.
That's the second or third one. I can't remember.
Whatever.
The first one was actually decent. Everything after that was kind of downhill. That's
Alrighty.
my personal opinion.
Yeah.
But yeah, I forgot all about Saw. I don't know how I forgot that.
And like the Scream movies, they're not scary.
Yeah, the Scream movie wasn't real scary.
Well, the thing about the Scream movie is that it brought about the advent of the slasher, and the thing that you like about the slasher is that it's not about the.
It's more a thriller.
It's not about the thriller. It's just about watching stupid teenagers die.
See, the only thing I liked about the Scream movie is that they made fun of slasher films.
Yeah.
Like they had the rules, the virgin lives, if you say I'll be right back, you're gonna die. They had the rules, they made fun of it, and then they kind of went by the rules at the same time, which was kind of weird. I just found that entertaining.
Yeah.
Became a victim of its own rules.
Exactly.
Follow the rules.
There you go.
That should be a horror movie. It's about what happens when you follow the rules or if you don't follow the rules.
There you
So,
go.
closing thoughts then?
Closing thoughts time. Twiggets.
I always go first.
Nah, you never go first.
I went first last time.
You don't. Nobody remembers last time.
I do, and I remember
Yeah.
going first.
Fine, Felipe.
All right. My closing thought is giant monster movies. Absolutely love them. And while they're not scary, it is fun to watch hordes of people running away shouting, Godzilla! It is like that. You don't get that kind of quality entertainment anymore.
You're probably right.
Nothing beats a man in a rubber suit in a small miniature setting.
Wow, that just seems odd.
Smurfs.
It is.
Smurfs?
Yep.
I don't think they were in a
If
rubber
what was the Smurf villain name? So what the G?
suit. Gargamel.
Gargamel, yes.
Yeah.
If he wore a Godzilla suit, started crushing their little mushroom houses.
He was like a warlock though.
We think he never used that power on the show, I don't think.
Yeah, that's weird. Why
He
didn't
just
he?
liked to wear his one little green tunic thing.
I thought it was black, but alright.
I thought it was like a dark green. Let's look.
I don't know. I thought it was black. I thought we were doing closing thoughts.
We are. That's
Not
why I was
looking.
going to do it while you do this.
Not looking up Gargamel.
Looks like it started out black, but then it just kind of fades into this greenish.
Okay, so I remember the early version. Alright,
Yeah.
that's fine.
Well, McNerdy, what's your closing thoughts?
My closing thoughts is, well, apparently I'm just sad that horror movies aren't horrifying anymore. That's very sad to me. I never even thought about it until we just now talked about it. But you're right. I'm not scared by any of the movies that come out that are supposed to be terrifying and horrible. So that's sad.
Twiggets?
Well,
Thoughts.
my closing thought is, during all this discussion, we never touched on Halloween. And so, happy Halloween, everybody, even though we'll have a lot more podcasts between now and then.
We think.
As long as we don't get dislodged again, yeah?
Yeah.
As long as we don't die. Dun 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 dun.
That's enough.